What's up, everyone? We are going to be playing the Horror at Highrook today. This is a horror game with card integration. It looks like a kind of deck builder thing. I don't know too much about it, but I wanted to record my time playing it, so we are going to go through it here. Starting a new save. Highrook Estate. Highrook, an aristocratic eyrie of cold rock and rain, a melancholy shadow overlooking the port at the Black Sands. At the summit of its great cliffs lies the crumbling edifice of the Acheron House. The Acheron family. Once respected by the city elite, the Acheron family fell from grace to become the subject of snide remarks and scornful whispers. Lord Acheron was a prominent book collector whose increasing interest in the occult saw him driven from respective academic practice. It is rumored he turned to the Seekers Communion for support shortly before his family's enigmatic disappearance. The Seekers Communion! The Seekers Communion is a secretive organization of mystics, seers, and exiled scholars. This clandestine group supports occult practices across the city and facilitates a black market for arcane goods. Officially banned by the Black Sands Council, the collective continues its work in the shadows. Mayor Alliston! Council investigation. The vanishing of a noble house, however disfavored, cannot go unexamined by the council. Black Sands Mayor Lord Alliston has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate. A dilapidated stagecoach deposits the party at Highrook. The rain echoes eerily through the empty halls. Alright, so good intro. So there's no voice acting or anything, so you get to enjoy my own voice acting work. It'll be great. You guys will love it. But yeah, I love deck building games. I love card games in general, so I'm very interested in what this game has to offer. Why is there a little no sign in the bottom? Okay, we're good. Chapter 1! There's a crow. We hide in the shadows of the world beyond. Adage of the Deep Spire Church. Alright, so we got child's room, schoolroom, laboratory, lore chamber, study, forge. Okay. Welcome to the Horror at Highrook, a card crafting cosmic horror board game. You control a team of investigators sent to examine the disappearance of a noble family from their ancestral home. To progress through the game, you must combine characters and items in order to complete tasks across the ancient estate. Experiment and explore. There are many mysteries to unravel. If you reach a dead end, turn your attention elsewhere for a while and try something else. A small set of introductory tasks are listed on the bottom left to help you get started. You can close this window now to work things out as you play, or you can read the other section and learn more about the in-game systems. This information is always accessible during the menu. Yeah, right. Let's work it out as we play. Move the camera. Wazit doesn't feel as smooth. Okay, it doesn't like you swapping between the two. Either use the mouse or you use Wazit. Zoom with that. Pause from pause with space. Open the supply crate. Okay, so let's... Council missive. Dear investigators, by order of the High Council, you are granted license to commandeer Highrook Manor and its associated facilities. You have been commissioned to investigate the disappearance of the Acheron family, the owners of the estate, who were reported missing several days ago. The Acherons were well known in the city, and their vanishing is concerning, especially considering a rumored affiliation with the Seekers Communion. Please treat any evidence you might find as confidential and report immediately to the Council when your task is complete. A news report is included to provide further context on this unusual event. Lord Mayor Alliston. Alright. Scholar Vitali. I see Mayor Alliston is as conceited as always. His presumption that all city events requires his involvement is so tiresome. I suspect that Bleakers has been involved in more political point scoring than out of respect for our own knowledge. Perhaps I can track down the books the Acheron borrowed from us last year. Vitali sighs and rolls his eyes. Mechanist Astor. Indeed, Vitali, I am equally tired of Alliston's petty machinations. But the High Council provides us with the bulk of our funding, and as such we are obliged to respond. At least they provide us with some tools to begin our work. We should take the supply crate to the machine room where I can extract its contents. I don't much like Alliston either, but he pays well. And I certainly don't trust bookworms like this Acheron chap. Nothing but trouble in those old soul tomes. Atticus shuffles impatiently. Let's find this art market fools and get out of here. Spoken like a true Aldworther. Vitali shakes his head dismissively. Don't worry, my friend. You will be away from the bookworms and back with the woodwork soon. Fewer insults, more action. Our remaining colleague, Doctor from Kingcross, will be joining us tomorrow. We should prepare for her arrival. Aster draws a mechanist key driver from her belt and approaches the crate. The supply crate and task slot in the machine room. Will do. And move her there. Look in the room, the settle bar, start task. Okay. And we just have to wait. Okay. Skills. Okay, so we got some skills. Everyone's are at 1 right now, but they have to have the skills for these things. I see. Alright, so we got Spyglass, Library Codex, Equipment Note, Night Lamp. Forage in the cliff tops, eat a basic meal. Okay. A Mechanist lantern from the Venatus workshops. Its clockwork heart produces a hypnotic hum when activated. I'm going to pause real quick because I think time is still passing. The soporific sound, combined with a soft scattering of dappled light, is guaranteed to induce sleep. The act of sleeping reduces the fatigue of all characters present in the room. We also provide us with lips or device inspiration. You can perform a test with this card in the guest rooms, okay. And then we get the spyglass. A pair of ornate binoculars composed of burnished brass fittings and oil-smudged leather. The lenses stain the world a watery blue, but their magnification and focus are impressive. We go lift top with those. Pardon me. The Library Codex, a well-thumbed index from Bleakhurst College describing the canonical organizations of archives and texts. It should allow us to locate useful items within the organizational chaos of the archives. This goes to the archives. Oh, this just says the items. Okay, send to records. Don't need that. Send this to records too. Don't need that. Alright, so the Scholar, I'm assuming, is going to go here. We're going to start that task. And Atticus is going to go to the cliff top. We're going to start that task. Can I start this task? What does this do? Okay, that just buys some time. Okay. Okay, so we want to pause to do our tasks, and then we'll organize everything. A vanishing at Highrook. The Akron family, one of the city's most eligible houses, had disappeared under suspicious circumstances this week. A delivery boy from Direwitch Market is reported to have discovered the family's absence when he arrived at the Clifftop Manor to deliver tinned fish. The boy, who has subsequently been treated for delirium, is reported to have spoken about seeing the place as if struck by a storm. The Akron family were not immediately found by a local tollsman, and their servants and a maid and an estate warden also seem to be missing for some time. The High Council announced that it had commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate the disturbing appearance of this vanishment. Alright. Okay, so we got a few things. We got Gift of the Monkey. A scampering shadow, a half-seen furry form, darts around the machine room. Tools clatter and shelves creak, with the invisible interlopers helping, not hindering. A hairy hand passes you the part you require, and a chattering giggle fades into the air around you. A lingering vision, a source of inspiration. So I guess I just put this here? No, here. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Alright, we got the codex, which is studied. A study code. A slip of creased card inscribed with the next lines of numbers and with neat lines of numbers and symbols. It appears to be a key code of some kind. On the reverse surface, an image of a key is stamped in blue ink. This can be performed in the machine room. Okay. Put her in there. And then we got tracing charcoal. A nugget of some crumbling coal. Its dark dust coats everything in a fine film, revealing the patterns of fingerprints and scars. We can use this to reveal the hidden marginalia and erase notes in journals and tomes. Yesterday, Pa made me get some weird necklace from the cave under the house. Down there, the tunnels get all twisted. It was scary. I think maybe smugglers left it for him. Pa said not to put it on, but it was shining when I dug it up like a red star. I wanted to wear it real bad, but it hurt when I did. Left nettles all over. I took it off quick. It's in the chapel now, and Pa goes there at night and makes strange sounds, like he's crying. Where he's putting it on, it's hurting him like it hurt me. I hate it. I want to throw it away, but Pa says no. He is grumpy. He shouted at me the other day for doing drawing and study, so now I play outside. I don't mind. I like watching the birds, but it feels extra cold today. Alright, store that. Let's try this again. We'll use the charcoal in there as well. we'll start that. We did do that. We don't have a basic meal yet, so we'll do another one of those. And she's going to do whatever with the study code. Alright. Resume! Alright, this is interesting so far. We don't have any food or anything yet. There's a lot of areas over here. Oh, we got the simple tower. I don't know what unlocked that. I guess the study code did. Alright, hold on. Let's pause real quick. Gideon's note. To whoever finds this note, do not follow my path. You will not find us. They have their threads in us, all of us. They pull and we cannot resist. If you seek us out, you too will be lost. If I can, and before it's too late, I will close those doors. I will shatter the gates and scatter the fragments, and I beseech you, do not follow. I have made such errors of judgment, such acts of vanity and greed, and for what? This does not bode well. The first evidence of Lord Acheron we find, and it's a garbled, paranoid rant. Perhaps Gideon was trying to escape the communion's grasp, but perhaps his occult obsessions really had driven him insane. Astor looks disturbed. I ain't no detective, but perhaps the Lord was up to no good, and this is him trying to cover his tracks. Atticus Brown knits together with suspicion. He could be trying to set up someone to take the blame for whatever happened to his family. Or maybe he just went mad sitting up here with all his weird books. Do not be so quick to judge. Lord Acheron was an accomplished academic. I don't think we can simply dismiss his writings as the babblings of a madman. I feel there is truth in his words, disturbing though they be, but it is too soon to say what this outburst really means. Alright, so we got a simple trowel. Task in the courtyard. Okay, we need a root. Does he have that? Okay, he has root. So once this is done, we'll move him over there. And a fragment, a piece of the puzzle. Set that down here for now, I think. Yeah, this goes there. And this can go to storage. Cool. How's their fatigue? They're a little tired. Alright, they're fine. They're fine. I don't really have anything else for her to do. I guess we'll wait for these to finish. Alright, so he goes to here. Start that task. This goes to the kitchen. We need cooking. Who has cooking? Victuals. Alright, we got a job for Astor. This can also be in the kitchen. We'll put that there. Right, this is in progress. This just finished. Booster matrix. Machine overload card. Traced with mathematical logic. Using the calculations. So this adds more here. Let's do that again then. So everyone's doing stuff. Let's go. Okay, so we have digging in the courtyard, cooking in the kitchen. Does anyone else have victuals? Okay, so either Astor or Atticus can make food. Oh, a lot of stuff just appeared. Okay. So, basic meal. It's part of the dining room. Okay, so everyone will eat real quick. Just change this around. Yeah, I think everyone will eat this. We'll see. So right now, lowest hunger is Vitaly with 8. Yeah, we'll do that. Move that there. Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse lived in a house. Not his house, but the house of a great king. Some people don't want mice in their homes, but the king was always asleep and dreaming, so Mr. Mouse was free to wander the house without fear. Most mornings Mr. Mouse would climb up the curtains, look out the windows, gazing across the ash-colored land to the evil river beyond. He knew that the river was the place where visitors would arrive, their feet making pretty patterns in the ash-gray sand. He wanted to visit the river, but he was afraid he would get lost on the way, so instead of venturing outside, he would watch and whisper. I got Dreamleaf. It's part of the laboratory. Do I have a laboratory? I do not yet. Okay. So you have to unlock the laboratory still. Alright, so start this task. Let's get everyone fed. Alright, so his hunger is 0. Everyone's hunger is 0. Excellent. So, you get back to researching. You don't have anything to work on, so you can make that into a meal. And do some more searching, Atticus. Alright. You've completed all the introductory steps provided. Well done. You should now be able to continue investigations without assistance. First guide from the in-game menu. Match attributes for items, rooms, character skills. Read card and room descriptions for guidance. Try different combinations of items to fulfill the task requirements. Text if possible. Keep exploring. Try again later. Keep an eye on characters' health and well-being. Alright. Got a lot of storage. Can I just move these down here? I can. Okay. This goes into the study, actually, not the archives. Okay, so we got a little stuff going on here. Is that their fatigue? Got some moonshine. Okay, we can store that. Catalytic power. Okay, we can store that. Perform task in the dining room. Okay, so we'll keep that for now, and we'll decide if we want to use that. Tracker's Guide. How to find the Tsair. Selection of expeditioners might serve to aid our expeditions. Okay, we'll do that. Do I have anything else to work on at the moment? Do either of them have roots? No. Wonder if... Nope, she cannot dig. Alright, let's get you some rest then in the meantime. Get everyone else rest soon. One more test for you. One more test for you. Alright, go teams. Ding! Oh, the hour passed. We're on day 2. Okay. Gift of the Snake. I don't know what room this is for, so we'll store that for now. Pulling around my limbs like a second skin, but I am not afraid. They hiss, they caress, whispering dark secrets to me. Vision from a dream, a source of inspiration. I've got some food to make, so you can make that. Let's give Atticus a bit of a rest. Store that for now. Puzzling journal. Oh. Let's actually research that real quick. Readable one, much of it written some sort of cipher. Okay. I assume, yeah, mysteries is here. Cook the meal. Alright, we are good. Let's keep it going. I don't know exactly how to use all of these yet, but we'll figure it out. Got another basic meal, so we can eat soon. Ooh, we got another one of these. Gideon's Note 2. I have the Valsal Tsair and the fragments to accompany it, but at what cost? The sun brought more than just the relic back from the depths. He is afflicted with some unearthly wasting disease. The doctors from Cairncross could not help him, and he is now so frail that I fear he may not recover on his own. I hope to find some assistance for him via my work and for the Seekers. Perhaps the cure lies somewhere within the walls of Nibiru. In the meantime, I am sealing the chapel just to have closed the laboratory. I don't want anyone else to stumble across my work and end up injured. Alright, you're gonna go sleep there. Atticus is gonna go search some more. Maybe we dig, maybe we search. I think we're gonna search. And then you can... You do anything right now? Paths. Actually, you can do paths. You can do this. Excellent. That's helpful. Alright. I didn't even realize. Oh. Our Esther actually also has memories. She can do a lot of this stuff. He was not sleeping like I thought he was. Everyone's getting a good night rest. While meat. Focus fervent. Helps focus on study and a healing sprig. This one does not expire, so we can store that. Can either of these do... Yeah, we can make food. So we'll go here. Let's cook that raw meat. Actually, let's cook this fern first. And yours... Did you finish your search? You did. Let's get you to research a little bit while Friendo's sleeping. Alright, we're doing pretty well so far. I feel like I have actually no idea, but nobody's going crazy. Italy is getting asleep to cover that. Hello. Oh, Dr. Callaghan. That's the person we're waiting for. Apologies for my late arrival. I had to visit a patient in the Dire Witch yesterday. The fellow developed calcium compliance. Bones like rubber, most intriguing. Dr. Callaghan's fingers lace and unlace. Coincidentally, my guild was summoned here recently to tend to the Akron's son. He was suffering from an unusual infection. Unfortunately, my colleagues were unable to diagnose the cause. Dr. Callaghan, your late arrival is of no matter. We have barely unpacked our own equipment. The mansion is somewhat disturbed, and various chambers are inaccessible, sealed in with mechanist locks. I believe that one of these locations might house a simple laboratory that you can make use of when we gain access. I expected as much. My colleagues sensed foul play when they visited here before. Lord Akron was adamant that our team should not investigate without his supervision. Luckily, a junior analyst had the foresight to retain the laboratory code. We should be able to gain access using the copy I have here. Very smart, Miss Callaghan, but it don't surprise me. You're as smart, sharp as blade, and you fixed me up my crew from Kilo fever last spring. Saved us a right reckon, you might say. Atticus seems almost coy. I owe you one. If you need any alchemy supplies or help with shifting stuff, just let me know. Alright, lab code. You have... No, not that. Okay, the only one with mech work is, in fact... Oop, I wasn't paused. No, there we go. Puzzling journal. We're going to solve another puzzling journal. You have memories. You do not have memories, but you can dig. Alright, so start that one. Start digging there. We made some tea. Nice. And cook another meal. Callaghan needs to sleep soon. I should probably put them to bed first. That's fine. Vitaly always forgets to do his work. Alright. Laboratory is open. Okay. And... Simon's note. I am getting sick. Must have got a cold from the caves. The hurt from the necklace is still there. I'm writing this in the... Oh, this is the kid. I'm getting sick. Must have got a cold from the caves and the hurt from the necklace still there. I'm writing this sitting in the medicine room. I'm waiting for Amy to make me a special sleepy drink. I really do not like being sick. Maybe the necklace has put a curse on me. I'd throw it off the cliff if I could. Pop did not seem to care. He's still singing his sad songs, doing his big chalk drawings. I can hear him in the chapel from my room sometimes, but I hope he don't get sick too. Anyway, Amy says best not to talk to him about it at the moment. She says he's been all quiet and strange of late. He's not in, like, his normal self. This note confirms what I've already suspected. Simon's illness was some sort of otherworldly malady contracted when his father involved the boy in his occult research. Dr. Callaghan adjusts her mask and begins to pace around the room. No wonder my colleagues couldn't identify the cause of the problem. I only wish they'd been there to examine him. His description of the ailment and the pain is most intriguing. The uncle of mine. His father's nothing but a coward, sending his son to the undercoves because he daren't go in there himself. Meddling in dark arts is stupid enough, but including kids of such danger is unforgivable. He'd look down at his docks folk if he passes in the street. Blah. Atticus, this is not our role to judge Lord Acheron's morals, simply to follow his trail. Billy opens his arms in appeal for calm. But we can agree that the son's illness was related to his father's work. We should try to find his necklace and would like to know how it is involved with the Seeker's plans. Alright, so put that in the records. He's finishing his study. Store can do some library codex. Store can do like everything. Alright, we're going. These two are done. Got a basic meal there. An echo. Oh yeah, don't go in there. Alright, so we'll stay out of there for now. Caligar will go sleep. Got that. Games note 1. The dream league portions are working. I took another one last night at bedtime, and in my slumber I saw it. A relic of Alhassa. A glowing shard of light. An ancient pendant buried deep in a dark chamber of the undercoves, just as the Seeker said. I sent Simon down to find it. My old eyes are worse than his, and he loves to explore the caves. He is nimble, and the Ictus sleep even lower than the Seeker's cave, so I knew he would be safe. Following the outline of my dream, he found the pendant, returning it proudly to me, his eyes bright with excitement. I hope one day to show him the wonders he helped bring forth, but for now, just a few more fragments and I can complete the first steps of my journey. Alright, so, searching the archives. Got Focus Fern. Let's get one here, so we can put that there. So I'll have a room for that. The moonshine in here. Store the basic meal. How do we level up our skills? Alright, so... does he have anything he can do right now? Okay, we'll lower that. Yeah, no. Vitaly can only do memories and mysteries, really. So we'll just wait a second here. Okay, this is clear, so let's... Caligar isn't that hungry, but everyone else... we can feed everyone else. Seeker's letter. Dear Gideon, your efforts have been noticed. You are new to the communion. We already sense a great potential in your practice. As we discussed, we will aid you in your work and provide such guidance as we can. In return, you must follow that guidance and pledge yourself to our order. As you are aware, Highrook rests above the Black Sands undercoves, a network of subterranean smuggling routes and hidden chambers. An old Seeker's sanctuary still lies within those caves. Descend and locate this shrine if you can. We believe objects of great power still remain there, hidden in the gloom. The communion. Alright, so... 3 people here. Yeah, I'll feed everyone here. Just to use that up. Store that there. I'm gonna store the moonshine too. Alright, let's get everyone fed up. And then we can get them into the laboratory to research some stuff. Another gift to the monkey, nice. Alright, let's research the oil bud. Alright, everyone 8, good. Italy, get back in those archives. Atticus, you get digging. Might as well brew this up. We can still have another meal ready in case we need it. Alright. You didn't start digging. There we go. Alright, we're good. Everyone's doing stuff. Everybody's got a test to do. We're not searching the cliff top yet, which might be a little bit of a detriment, but we'll see. Want everyone to finish at the same time, so we're going to wait a second here. And we're back on track. Okay. Cryptic journal. Small folio is written in even more complex cipher than previous entries. So Italy will get right on that. Store will get searching the cliffs. Atticus can make some more tea. You have machine oil. Okay. Drop that right down there. You have machining? Do not. Okay, we gotta get the mechanist on that next time. I totally forgot about this box, honestly. Dreamleaf. We need 2. We do not have 2. We can give it 2. Okay, let's research the Dreamleaf. Like that. Start that, and we're good. Alright, everyone's doing stuff. We're keeping everyone occupied, which is ideal. Hawk needs to get some sleep soon. Once they hit 50%, I'll start worrying about it. He really likes the dining room. So did he fail to make the tea? Dream Draft. Dream Draft, a tonic frowned upon by dispensaries of King Cross Yard, is said to be powerful, soporific, but one that elicits wild dreams. Caligar studies the bottle, swirling the contents around. Lord Akron was growing the leaves and make this potion. If we were to use a dose in place of the night lamp when we sleep, we might find out why. Prompt different dreams, okay. So we'll do that. Try that out. Whenever someone needs sleep next, which Atticus might get some sleep right now. Requires a specific amount. Okay. Dreams. Okay, so when Caligar next goes to sleep. Well, you know what? No, let's do it with Vitaly right now. We can still research the healing sprig here. Got Gideon's note 3. Salmon's illness is worsening. The communion tells me that only cure lies in pressing onwards, but I've already unleashed things I never wanted to see. This morning the spawn of the first circle came again, writhing putrid grubs, spilling out the cracks in the boards. I do not know how to appease them, and I am so tired. Things are becoming untethered. My fatigue I've mislaid the house of Tsair, or was mislaid itself. Must be hiding the tools and ritual fragments, or can I have my family fall prey to their effects again? More tea? Seeker's letter. Dear Gideon, the fragments of lore you are compiling are symbolic shards, scraps of shattered knowledge. They may seem incomprehensible in isolation, but gather them all and absorb their lessons. Only then, when you assemble the whole, will a new rite be formed. The opening eye, the Eshin hammer, the fallen sky, the broken spear. Each incantation opens the mind to deeper power and knowledge. Persist, brother. You are close to communing with the first circle of Nibiru. Once the eye has been opened, you will truly begin to see the glory that awaits the communion. Alright, Atticus. Why were you in the study? Do you have study? Why were you up there? Let's drop you down. Oh, this was already there. I see. Store the meat for now. We'll have you search a little bit. And start that. There we go. We're using a couple of ours, but we're getting there. Alright, everyone's doing stuff. Let's go. I'm sure Vitaly's gonna do great. Needed the least sleep, but that's fine. This is starting to reveal. Sleep is restorative. Dream of a needle. Transform a task in the study. The sound of a distant rainstorm blends with the dying crackle of a guttering candle. Moonlight will soon be the only illumination in this chamber, its watery light casting long shadows across the scarred desk covered in scattered journals and torn pages. The head and folded arms of an insensate man have pushed aside the books and quills to use a wooden surface as an awkward pillow. His breathing is deep and slow as sleep holds no dreams. The source of his slumber, a glinted medical syringe, lies discarded in a low, dark drawer. Yeah, you go ahead and study that, buddy. We got our healing dose. So this can restore injuries in the lab. Okay, we'll store that for now. No one's injured. We can dig, or we can research the oil bud. Research the oil bud. I believe that gave us the dream draft. No, that didn't. That was the dream leaf. We're doing that. This got here somehow? Weird. Oh, I guess that was in the box. Okay. Delivery note. Dear X, please find your order enclosed. Firstly, the soporific draft you requested from King Cross. Be aware that its effect can be quite potent. Take a dose in place of your usual nightcap to encourage exotic dreams. Secondly, the vellum from Deep Spire Library. Our operator could not retrieve the entire folio, but did extract the page you described. As usual, there is no return process should you decide that the item is not what you require. We must also remind you that this would be imprudent to mention this or any of our other transactions in public. Catalytic powder. We'll just drop that off there. You can go ahead and do another search, Atticus. We'll put you to sleep next day. And then Esther also needs to sleep. You can sleep now. You don't have dreams, do you? No, I was going to say, I'm like, do you just have everything? Alright, everyone's doing stuff. I'll have to get more library codex soon. And next day. Gift of monkey, nice. Got some tea still. Glittering syringe. Bright needle winks under stained glass cylinder. 32 makes it hard to tell which of these was used for last. Alright, you're gonna do that. No question there. Store has slept now and can do some research. Drop that off here. Atticus needs to sleep, no question there. We can search or we can research. He can research. And yeah, let's search. Alright, continuing on. Dreams trouble me, but I am awake. Alright, laboratory. I'm interested to see what happens with that. A blood vial. So we kept the syringe. Keep that down here. Blood vial. Delicate test tube. This gets +1 charm, I'll just call for now. Might use this as part of some offering. Do we have it? Incantations. Okay, I see. Caligar got hurt a little bit. Not enough for a healing dose yet. Okay. Let's do a quick meal here. Everyone can eat up. Do we get anything else interesting? I don't think so. We do have another dream draft, so we can sleep that. Caligar can use some rest, so my vitality fades. You're fine. Walk it off. That one's full. Good. Caligar, you can go ahead and use the dream draft. Atticus, do some digging or do some searching. We still have food, so let's just do some digging. Do some research, and we can do some clifftop search. Go team! Ding dong! Day 3. Alright, so we got a dream leaf. Dreams of the Cliffs. Task focus. Okay. So we have the ruined pot, which gives... Okay, so this can get in here. Atticus can do this research. This goes over here. So we can get more blood out of that. We'll keep this down here, because I know what it's for. Um, what can you do? You can dig. Now we'll do the dream leaf while we're here. New task present? What? Oh, it's the study. Oops, wrong place. Yeah, go here. Study that up. Chemical worksheet. We'll do additional here. That's good. Anyone need sleep? Everyone's pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and... Did I already lock you in? I did not lock you in yet. Let's do you here, you here. Everyone's got stuff going on. Thanks. Alright. Lock, 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 lock. Let's go. Oh, Tsair, the vision was true. I did it. I took the necklace and hid in my den. Pa forgot to lock the chapel, so I got in and stole it. It took a terrible long time to get here, but it was weird and heavy to carry. I'm all tired and hurting from being so poorly. I know I shouldn't have taken him. Pa will be angry, but I don't want it to hurt him or Ma. Maybe now it's outside the house, I might give her too. I hope so. I'm sorry. Task support +1, upgradable with a forge. A small pendant composed of a single breast clasp holding an eerie blood-red crystal. The interior of the tear seems to glow with liquid illumination as if it holds a strange boiling mist. The tear was recovered from the Valhassian burial site and brought to Black Sands during the Velvet War. It is said that it can provide the wearer with power and insight, but will extract a toll on the user's body in return. Items of cold power such as this might be enhanced given the right location and offerings. Store that for now. We can research. What do I do? Now you can you make? I forget. You can make it, yeah. There we go. So that'll take a little bit of time, but it won't complete everyone else's unmatched spot. The ruins around this kintsugi infinite use. Nice. Repaired pots seem to glow faintly like glyphs traced in ember. Indika Unmat was a respected herbalist, known for her exotic and sometimes unorthodox dishes. She claimed that the culinary benefits of this urn derived from the expert selection of spices she kept within it. Her competitors were less generous, asserting that any special flavoring came from the mysterious metal that held the shards together. Alright, that can just get moved there. You can go back and research. Got another dream draft. I'll make another one. No one needs sleep yet, so we're good there. Let's do some more clifftop searching. Where are my binoculars at? Oh, there they are. Alright, everyone's locked in. Some more tea. Bring that to the study. Yeah, let's wait for everyone to get caught up here. Can research. Here, you can cook the meal. Another one there. Really could use a little bit of sleep, but not important yet. Guess you can dig some. You can make another one of these. Getting up more healing will be nice to have the resources. And do the research. Alright, everyone's doing stuff again. Day 3. Middley's note. Atticus is a simple folk. The man clearly has no understanding or appreciation of anything he can't immediately hold or see. He's an unsophisticated bear, something that I may even find appealing in other circumstances, but I must remain focused on our task and advocate for brains over brawn. I am sure that Bleakhurst sent me here because of my interest in arcane texts. They may disapprove of my specialism publicly, but they benefit from it privately. Despite common belief, many of the occult theories promoted by the Seekers have authentic grounds. It would be a great vindication if I were to unearth proof here that my focus of study was not in vain. Alright. Let's get all our tasks done. I need to unlock another room. I don't have anything for Gift of Snake yet. Tracker's Guide can go here. Basic meal. Set that down here. Another healing dose. Injury's getting worse, so we will go ahead and use that. That's a quick use. Yep, you're good. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get Vitaly to sleep for the dream. Got another tracker's guide here. Go ahead and... yeah, you do that. You do some research. And you can dig. That's our little... those are our pastimes. Make more moonshine. Dream of a monocle. Alright, you go to there and do the dream of a monocle. Get back in there. Gallagher could use a little sleep. We can get our other dream draft done. That's probably our best use of time. Let's make some more tea. And Italy, you just keep your research going. Yep, that is everyone locked. Okay, good to go. Guess we should focus our efforts elsewhere for a while. What do you mean? Oh, no. Well, you're fine. Support from memories. We'll drop that here. You need to get out of that room. A little bit of madness, but you're okay. Let's make some moon grain. Like a rip in that paper. That's weird. Alright, anyway. Irving's eyepiece, good. More codex research is viable. We got Dreams of a Lost Book over here. You can do that. You can go ahead and make more moonshine. You can go to work on the dream leaf. And you can go ahead and do more studying. Alright, everyone's still doing stuff. What do you mean focus on... what? You're fine. Do your stuff. It was true. Oh, we need 3? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. We're still good there. Just do some research here. Need to get some sleep soon, Hawk. The worksheet. Dream draft again. More moonshine. Excellent. Alright, we got a little while before anyone needs sleep, but you can go now. Take a little nap. You can do your research for that. Actually, you can do archives. Dr. Keller can do the research. There we go. Excellent. Alright, researching away. Echo is in there. Got some more moon grain. You're good now. Let's get you to... we have a cryptic journal here. How did that get there? Alright. Put that there and research that next. Once we get another tea made. We'll have to dig a little bit. Well, Atticus, get digging. Italy, actually, Atticus, you get... crap, actually, I did already. Alright, Atticus, you'll get your sleep soon. Don't you worry. You can make that. And you just keep doing your research. Chapel code. Here we go. Okay. I heard the hounds again last night. I could not decide if their howling was real or just echoes in my own mind. I barely slept. Simon's condition is worsening. I must find a solution either in words or actions. The evil eye will not close again. I must find a way to blind it while I seek the cure. I can still see the key in my dreams, her bifurcated head, that dark gaping maw. But no, I'm a seeker now. Even without the ceremony, I will step beyond the threshold. I will compel the instruments of Nibiru to obey me. We can't do that yet. Let's just get everyone caught up real quick here. Also make you ill. Yeah, we don't need to get ill. Alright, Atticus, you need to sleep, my guy. We can make a focus fern to get some more study in. Little bud we can research. There. And you just keep on studying. Okay. Morty, you get researching that now. You may have completed the codex soon. He got sleep, so he can go research out here. You can do some digging in the courtyard. You're finishing your studying. Alrighty. Stop talking. We know we're trying to do more stuff. We got the chapel open. Okay. Seeker's Letter 3. Brother Ekron, we understand that in recovering the Tsair, your son has been hurt. It is unfortunate and regrettable, but do not swerve from your path now. The knowledge and power you will acquire can cleanse your son of any ailment, void-born or otherwise. You must reach further into the inner circles of the unseen twin. Only there will you find the power to heal your son and fortify your family for what is to come. Prepare your summoning chamber, assemble the rite of the opening eye, and speak with the key, the guardian of the first circle. You must pass through the darkness to reach the illumination beyond. The communion. At last, the fog begins to clear. The Seekers are trying to contact Nibiru, a mythical domain of cosmic power, an unseen isle that lies hidden outside natural time and space. Vitaly frowns, looking concerned yet excited. Engaging with these histories is enlightening, but it also is dangerous. I think we can assume that Gideon has already begun his journey down that path. The chapel has clearly been used for ritualistic practices. Astor examines the thick oak door. We can assume it was locked to prevent his family from discovering his work. If he was hiding his activities here, then what might await us on the other sigil chambers? Okay, so we got a blood vial there, too. That is to task support there. Put a journal with 3. That's going to take us a problem. Which means we need to dig more in general. Let's go ahead. So this goes to records. We got our blood vial here. We can get our Tsair here. Let's get everyone caught up, I think. Yeah, everyone's gonna get caught up first. We'll waste an hour, but it's okay. Gideon's note 4. I cannot find my tools anymore. It's as if the house is shifting around me, scraps and relics wandering from room to room. I'm so weary with study and drained from ritual that I cannot think straight. I am attempting to keep track of the fragments, and I know I could acquire replacements if need be, but I fear I'm stumbling into the darkness without the protections I need. The communion is urging me on, offering support from afar, but they are not subject to the nightmares that I see in every shadow. Alright, I'm pretty much all studied up. Italy can use some sleep so we can get another dream draft. We got a focus fern so we can make more tea. That'll be a good use of our time. Healing sprig there. Alright, yeah, you go ahead and make that healing draft. And do some searching. Alright, everyone's on task. Day 4. Increasing charcoal, good. An empty dream. If there was something, it is gone now. I wonder what I can do with that. It goes away after a little bit, so not sure. Healing dose can get stored there. Coded journal here. You study that. We need 3. We need 3. I don't know if there's anything else to find in the archives. But we'll keep trying. Oh, wait, we have the LT. Crap. You can do that still. We're good. Atticus can cook the raw meat. Get another meal prepped up. Oh, well. You're gonna be going a little mad, Dr. Calgary. Mr. Dubs! Aw. Unperturbed by a portly barrel of soft gray fur, the cement gray cat purrs industriously as he stalks the rooms of the house. Unperturbed by the living or the dead, he maintains an air of self-sufficiency, never mewling for food or clawing for attention than a dependent gentleman. His cowl offers a name, but no provenance, and he is not referred on any residence list. Regardless, he patrols the corridors in the manner of the landlord inspecting his domain, pausing here and there to permit the occasional scratch behind his gray velvet ears. Alright, task focus and task support. Let's see what happens if the cat's there. Oh, he's immovable. Okay, so he just is here. I wonder if we can bait him with raw meat. Okay, studying is not giving me anything else, so I think I'm done with that for the moment. There's not much else I can do. Let's go ahead and just finish this up. Oh, there we go. Now he's in the machine room. You can't do anything there, right? Here's note 6. He was dying. I had no choice, as some of the key while the veils were still thin, and I demanded that she take him into the gardens of the first circle. The rot will stop there. He will not worsen, but he cannot stay long without protection. He will become ash. He will wither away. I will raise myself further. I can enter Nibiru my own volition. I'll compel the needle to cure Simon, and I'll bring him home. Sophia must not know. It is best she believes that I have sent him to some private city infirmary. Once I return, she will see the reasoning of the glorious path for all of us. Shadows cast long across this house, but perhaps there is still time. What has Akron done? He has eagerly offers his own child for some eldritch horror. Real monsters are rotten secrets. It don't matter to me. It's an obstruction, plain and simple. Atticus questions his fist. You must find the boy. I don't care if Gideon's ever seen again. Yes, Atticus. He seems to have made a pact with the communion or the entities that revere. And to hide this from his wife? Such arrogance. Sophia Akron is no idiot. Her intellect is easily a match for a husband. She will not be fooled. Astora adjusts her goggles anxiously. But of more pressing concern, who is this key? A demon, a seeker, or something else? If my memory serves me correctly, the key is an instrument of Nibiru, the chief doorkeep of the unseen twin. If Gideon has awoken such an entity, they will face more fearsome dangers than the communion's thugs. Alright, that's done. We got this. I guess that fits there? Okay. Alright, Mr. Tubbs. What do we have here? What do we do? Caligar could use some sleep. But let's dig first. I don't really have anything for Scholar Vitaly to do. I guess we'll still research. But Codex hasn't been giving us anything else. Don't have a document box. A package of some sort has been delivered. Atticus shifts the bound box to the boot. I didn't see anyone drop it off, but I guess we need to keep an eye out for other stuff that might appear. Indeed, Atticus. I recall the Akrons often employed couriers to gather items from the town, especially so as they began to withdraw from Black Sands themselves. Alright, so we do have enough to do that research. I don't think anyone else can... Yeah, nobody else has the laboratory skill. Let's make more tea. Do that. This tub's still chilling there. Guess we just researched that, and seems helpless, but you can't really do anything else. dreams, but we don't have any dream drafts. Secrets, memory, yeah, we don't have any other rooms at the moment, so just keep on going. Ooh, we got a few things here. Uh-oh. The opening eye. Right to break the threshold of the first circle and knock on the gates of Nibiru. Draw an arched door upon the wall in white chalk. Circumscribe the form in a circle at the apex of the arch. Draw a 12-point star. Before press against the star, sing the song of the autumn key. Hold the edge of the frame, stare beyond the wall, eyes wide until tears drop to the floor. Close your eyes, close your mind, and open the door. The fragments have formed the opening eye, the ritual that the seekers urge Gideon to complete. It's a window into Nibiru's hidden domain. Bitterly chancels around the chamber is nervous and excited. Might seem foolish, but I think we must perform this rite to further our investigations. Fiddly, are you mad? These evil rats should have been burned, not performed. We should look for the Acherons here in the real world. Atticus shakes his head vigorously. Gideon may have been insane, but we need not follow him into his lunacy. I hear you, Atticus, but it's clear that Gideon was determined to carry out this ritual. Perhaps we can find fresh tracks by replicating his actions. If you trusted my judgment during the Keel fever epidemic, then please remain in step with us now. Miss Caligar, you pulled me and my boys through that outbreak. I still owe you for that. I am not happy with Vittely's plan. It won't end well, but I'll do as you asked for now. Well, we have enough for it. Who can do that? Incantations, incantations. Alright. Let's go for it. You pilgrims at Highrook, a reopening is at hand. You do not appear to be seekers. I pray that you have an insight to act wisely where Gideon acted without real consideration. Acheron was a talented scholar, but his downfall was to trust the communion. Their knowledge and ambitions are flawed and naive. His use of the dream leaf led to his discovery of the tear, but his subsequent actions were rash and ill-informed. I hope that your progress will be more enlightened. To this end, I offer you a part of the whole you seek. Make good use of this gift, and we might speak again. V. Alright. And make another healing potion. Then you need to sleep. I totally forgot about that. Let's go ahead and make a little more moonshine. Let's go here. Alright. Alright, Caligar needs to sleep. Simon Acheron. The world melts into a watery gloom. A vision shimmers into view as if stepping through a waterfall. Hello, are you from the outside? Have you come to take me home? Please take me home. It is so strange here. Roots like worms and worms like roots. I don't like it and I can't get out. I am slow and empty. Am I falling asleep? Am I dreaming? The one who brought me here won't take me home. She comes and goes, singing like a howling star, her head all broken up. Simon's image begins to waver. Please tell Pa I'm sorry about the necklace and I miss him and Ma, Mammy, and Tubbs. I am the key, the opener of gates, instrument of the end. I am the keeper of Nibiru's secret paths. You have come knocking for me to return the boy. I will not. He is dreaming in the garden of the first circle. He will sleep with the shadows on the shore, a tribute to the end. Turn back, fleshlings. These roads are not for you. That's completed. Okay. What's this? My mind splits open, spills over. Chapter 2. They are awakened. The dance has begun. Parables of the